Welcome back, folks. How's it going? No, I haven't been booted once yet. I heard a few people have been having problems. Apparently, some of the servers have been a little overburdened, perhaps.
Bye.
Okay, let's go. I haven't found any good uniques, no. I haven't had any, like, crazy in-game RNG. Well, the jewels were pretty good. My jewel crafting so far has been really good. Apparently it's going to be a big league for jewel crafting for me.
In such lovely places?
That's good. I love jewel crafting.
When I'm ready.
I'll jewel craft all league. Love it.
I got a fair whipping for what you made me do last time. And
A fair whipping?
Exile, I aim to misbehave.
He's not happy. He got a fair whipping, mate. Oh,
Dogs.
crikey.
Not again.
Ah, are you gonna make me turn traitor again? Because I will.
Oh my god. That line's so good. Are you gonna make me turn traitor again? Cause I will. Yes. Oh, Tiny might be one of the
Trust
best.
in a mute
So
wind will
good.
get your pin cushioned by hidden blades.
Rin. I want to get
Gods,
rid of
how
Rin.
I've wanted a reason to stick it to that.
Yeah, let's get rid of
Trust in
Rin.
a mute wind will get your pin cushioned by.
You think I didn't expect betrayal? I'm 2 steps ahead.
Oh, this ring could be pretty good. Those are
Salah.
really good rolls. 60 life for this level's heaps sort of ring. Heaps. It's like not far off, oh, that doesn't... Wait. That can't be right. Effective non-damaging ailments, cold and chaos res, dexterity and intelligence. Mod didn't turn out very good though. I mean, chill effect is alright. I'll take some chill effect. Oh. That one's not very good. That sound is so D2. I am using a D2 loot filter, a Diablo 2 loot filter. So the sound effects are literally so Diablo 2. Sothariel, one of my classic long-term viewers, Bloody Legend, he has made a little bit of a loot filter with some D2 sound effects in it. Pretty awesome. Oh, there's a crafting recipe down here. It's probably near Vol. Yeah. So in Vol's area, another crafting recipe. It is attack and cast speed. That's a good one. Make sure I get that.
For purity. Death to sin.
Death to
Thaumaturgy just keeps getting the better of you, doesn't it, Vol?
What build will we be playing? I'm going to be playing a cold damage over time occultist. Speaking of, lab. Forgot about lab. What have I done? Not done. Speaking of, okay, I missed. Oh yeah, Fell Shrine and Imperial Gardens. Let's go get our first Ascendancy, shall we? I'm thinking the thing that reduces enemies' cold resistance. So the first Energy Shield node would also just make us like insanely tanky. So either of those could be good. But damage nodes are always tempting. Okay, let's go to Fell Shrine first. You can't now sell items to new masters in Hideout. Oh, that's probably just an oversight. Hopefully they fix that quickly. Because that's definitely something you want. You don't want to have to go to town each time you want to vendor stuff. It's not a problem while leveling, but endgame, that'll be super annoying, if that's the case. You can sell to Navali? Oh god, I hate talking to Navali though. Oh dear, that's not good. That's not good at all. Woo-wee, that's a big lag spike. So I might be struggling a little bit. How's Cold Snap doing? Really good. I picked up a Val Cold Snap early on. For 1 AUK, and it's pretty nice too. The Vile Cold Snap is super good. I'll show you ready. You just like throw it on at 1 pack, and then you can just run through packs.
When I'm ready, and not before.
They die. That in addition to having like Vortex castable while running, means you can do a lot of just moving while killing without needing to stop it at all. And just use cold sniper stuff that's a bit far away. Or if you need some extra damage. Sniped. Why Occultist over Trickstar? The Occultist nodes for the cold damage over time stuff look really good. Like, very strong. And then you get like insanely strong defenses with Chaos Inoculation, Energy Shield builds. Occultist has some very, very good defensive applications, for sure. Here's our trial. Trickster, I'm sure, would be also a viable choice for you know, any dot build, but I think there's a lot that Occultist is offering. To me, I think Occultist seems like the better choice, but I wouldn't call you an idiot for going Trickster.
Shine boldly, so that all may find you when the...
Hello.
Okie dokie. And I need to go to Imperial Gardens. I came here for bee trails. God damn it, what's up? Just wait, you'll see some more bee trails soon. Does Champions of Pale Ascendancy work if I'm playing Ancestral War Chief? That's a good question. I don't know how Impale functions with things like totems. I wonder if... I don't know where I can just read the effect. The specific wording might be a clue, but maybe not. There's a crafting recipe here in Imperial Gardens at this trial. It is all attributes. That can be handy.
An emperor must know precisely where he stands.
Okie dokie. Try lab time. Labyrinth. Should be a fairly cruisy lab run. Tabula from first to Zara. Nice.
You stand before the gates of the Lord's Labyrinth. Within these walls, the Lady of Justice ascend with precision.
All right, mate. All right. Ascend with precision. Good. He cut himself off. Excellent. Sponsored by Razor, but not using the Razor footprints. Oh, I know. My biggest regret in life is not having gotten the Razor footprints when I had the chance. I don't have them. Otherwise, I would totally be using them for the sponsored by Razor memes.
When I'm ready, and not before.
Yeah. I even asked Razor whether that was possible for, like, if they had any codes lying around anywhere, but no dice, man. No dice. If anyone has a pair of Razor footprints code that hasn't been redeemed yet, lying around from back in the days, was years ago, talk to me. Talk to me. Footprints for gamers, by gamers. Exactly. I need them. I will do things. Things I shan't mention on stream in the presence of ladies. And gentle people. I shall not mention in the presence of gentle people. The Razor footprints. They were the biggest meme now, and now they have gone, like, they were the worst meme then, and then they went, and then they are now the best meme, in my mind. Spanx, thank you for the 2-month resub, mate. Delightful. Oh, there's a crafting recipe in the
weary traveler draws close to the end.
All resist. That's a good one. Get that. The Lord's Labyrinth has all resistances.
Should never be awoken.
Oh, there they are, man. So good. They don't even look that silly compared to some of the actual MTXs we have nowadays, too.
By the goddess, what
What ambition. Discipline and
Pity
training.
the emperor who sits alone on his throne.
Where's the first crafting recipe? The first one that I found, and I think it is the first one you can find, is at the end of Act 2 Caverns. Make sure you grab that one because it's movement speed as well. It's like 10 to 14 move speed, so very handy for leveling. You have a pair of rare boots with some life and resist, but no move speed.
The son of
Just craft them really early now, which was not possible in the past. It was actually like pretty difficult to, you know, get like a move speed craft. Bestiary was like one of the only ones that did it. It was like a nice, easy, reliable source. So now that's pretty nice. You always have a fallback at the end of Act 2 is the latest that you should not have move speed on boots. We should go the other way. Hopefully it's to the right, not through the gauntlet. Someone says there's a recipe in prison. Oh, really? Mid Act 2. Crafting acceptor. No, that's not what we're talking about exactly. We're not talking about, that's a Einhar Bestiary recipe. Not quite the same thing. We're talking about the regular master crafting recipes that you can find just scattered about the world. But yeah, Einhar appears at the start of Act 2, I'm pretty sure it is. Oh, damn it. Would have been faster to go through the side zone instead of doing this gauntlet. Ah! Alright, Aspirant's Trial 2. Thoughts on Arctic Breath? It's a bit mediocre compared to Cold Snap and Vortex at the moment. It might be good later on.
An emperor is only as efficient as those he commands.
What's this? Lieutenants. At this point, if you've like progressed onwards a little bit to Act 4,
When I'm ready,
like finished Act 3 and gone on to Act 4, you're pretty safe to just kill Azaro without worrying too much about the mechanics. Just don't get hit by like the Wind Slash. Just run circles around him.
Escape.
Yeah, if you have roughly like the
Such
defenses like
resilience.
1000 HP, you're pretty safe. And a few extra treasure keys. You can actually get some currency from the end.
Misery loves company, I suppose.
Maybe a leveling unique if you're lucky. Maybe we get a Tabula Rasa. I would sure would enjoy a Tabula. This doesn't look fun at all. I think I'm going to say that hopefully that's not mandatory at Wingo round. Take me around, please. Hello, PDT Steez. Thanks for the 40-month sub, mate. Appreciate it. Oh, dear. It's not optional. It is not optional, I'm pretty sure. I got a 10% cold dot multiplier veiled mod. Damn, some of these mods are pretty nice. I want that. I want that one. What item was that on? What base? Because that's pretty important. I'm presuming that was on a weapon. Seems like a weapon mod. Just cool down the lava a little bit with my cold snaps. It'll work, surely. Boop. You got a day one Tabula last league? I did. Delve gave me one in like one of my first few delves. That was amazing. People still like mention that. I can't believe it. Someone mentioned it the other day just randomly. They're like, Ziggy, I still remember you got that Tabula. Like, wow, man. The salt knows no bounds. Final one? No, we've got one more zone. Yeah, that's fine. Two-hand weapon, don't know if you can craft on one-hander as well. Most likely. It'll be just a higher number on the two-hander. Like it might be, I don't know, maybe it's like 9 to 12 on two-handers and, you know, 4 to 6 on one-hander or something. That's usually the case. Okay, we don't have to do a creepy little escort mission there. Do. You got a 7% cold dot multiplier on a veiled one. Nice. That might be a slightly higher tier, maybe? Or, as usual, one-handers are just way better than two-handers. That would not surprise me.
When I'm ready, and not before.
Starting to figure out the mechanics of some syndicates. If you'd like me to tell. Yeah, let's all share information together. Let's do it. Things we discover, I think this is like a cool community sharing league. So things we discover, let's share them around. Of course, you don't have to if you find a secret you want to take advantage of for your economic gain.
The
Selfish
Empire
bastard. Go for
awaits
it.
you with open jaws.
The Empire. Don't be slashing on me, mate. Turn the lid off. It's covering everything. He's gonna die.
Finish this.
He's holding on by a last thread.
Triumphant at last.
Jeez. Have I found any scarabs yet? I have not, though one of my dudes apparently has scarabs. Karel Goya, son of stone. Snatching elder scarabs. Elder scarabs. Nice. There's a 3-for-1 recipe there. Kinda don't want those bases. How's it built so far? Yeah, pretty good.
Before your emperor, you are worthy.
Couple
Before
jewels.
the goddess of justice, you are worthy. Receive our blessings, embrace our
you.
gifts, and rise, Ascendant. For this
We did all
is
right.
the ending that we all deserve.
More unique items found in area. Nice. We did pretty good on the boxes. Not too bad at all. Scarab that gives 30% more maps in a map. Oh, that's pretty nice. Oh, every time I do normal lab, I have the worst gloves. Why does this always happen to me? How can this happen to me? Damn it, man. Damn it. Slays me every time.
Is double
Oh, and it's
swords
Spite,
all
which is actually good.
If so, what spell hits super fast for the life gain? Firestorm? Spark?
Incinerate used to be the classic choice for that. I don't know if Civil Spore sees any use these days. Give me the Occultist.
Throw
Give me
off
the
the
Occultist.
chains of fear and embrace that which was forbidden.
Yeah, this build's going pretty nicely so far. Early on I used Frost Bomb mostly to kill stuff, and I used a cold, what is it? Ice Nova Trap. Ice Nova Trap with like just another support gem damage. That was pretty nice. I used that for a while because Active Breath is a bit slow and not that good early on, I think. And then I started using Cold Snap in Act 2 and kind of was still using Ice Nova for a while, and then I swapped over to Cold Snap. I picked up a Vol Cold Snap as early as possible. I think it's like 16 or something you can equip it. So get one of those. So Wicked Ward would make me insanely tanky while leveling, but I might get Void Beacon because I want to probably get Frigid Wake as soon as possible. Cold damage multiplier cannot be shielded or frozen. Freeze nearby stuff, and nearby shielded enemies do reduce damage with hits. Like, that just seems insane. I'll get Void Beacon. Nearby enemies have minus cold res and reduced life regeneration. Which kind of like doubles up with the effect that Frostbomb has of cutting down regen. Because you never bothered to upgrade your gloves. Oh yeah? Were you calling me non-committed? This is so not worth it, but socket's not empty. Oh yeah? Fine. You want me to upgrade my gloves? Show you some freaking upgraded gloves. Alright. I'm not done though. I'm not done. This is how mad I am at never having decent gloves when I go to the lab. What can I craft on them? Attack speed? No, I don't want that. I don't have any good glove mods. Sadly. It's got full prefixes. Yeah, it's just got open suffix. Not very good suffixes. Fine. Give me some... What's my worst res currently? Cold res by far. Alright, give me some cold res. There we go. Now I have gloves.
Cool winds.
Meh. I don't know if I've done many beast gatherings recently. I'll wait a while before I do my menagerie.
What do you need now?
So many jewels. Can I land any sick new jewels? Get an upgraded thing here. Blood Blaze, pretty useless. Pretty useless. Oh my god, it's so bad. It's not even good as a leveling weapon. Okay. What do we got here? Okay, I don't need this. I do want this. I don't need Winter Orb. I don't need Fireball, just delete that. Don't really... I mean, we'll probably use an Arcane Surge at some point. This... I do want my Discipline. I love some good Discipline. Okay, Life and Crit, that's not so good. I mean, a Life Jewel is worth a bit of money, just straight off the bat. But, it's not that good. So this is not working very well. Force Heat Tab. Okay. Can I get anything good on here, mate? Minion damage, crit with elemental skills? Not that good. Minion damage is very good mod, though. Spell damage, lightning damage? Yeah, I mean, that's fine. 2C. And... show me... Alright, nothing. Do I have a junk tab? There we go. Junk tab. Very nice. Let's go. You going CI or low life? CI to begin with. Oh, Niko. Hey, buddy.
That.
Niko, I didn't see you there, mate. CI to begin with, but late game could eventually go low life if I wanted to.
See that?
Easily.
One moment, big blades. Next moment, gone. Should be able to go in there now. Heard this place reeked of voltaxic sulfite back in the day. I was planning on having a wander down there, only
back, Niko.
I think I can hear things shuffling around down there. And I'm more of a lover than a fighter. Actually, if you're headed in there, maybe you could do us a favour. See, I run a little mining operation of my own. Mining's dangerous at the best of times, but it's suicidal without a proper source of light. I've got lights, just ain't got no power. Run on voltaxic sulfide, they do. Nasty rocks. Stink like a dozen eggs rotting in the summer sun on the back of a whale carcass. And they're less stable than the high Templar on a bad day. Bloody toxic too. Keep your nostrils peeled for some voltaxic sulfite while you're down there. Or anywhere, really.
Peeling my nostrils. Niko, Master of the
See you
Depths. Love it. Why can't I execute any of the NPCs, Ziggy? Because you can only execute an NPC if there's another NPC present with them. So if you capture two at the same time, then you can execute one of them. The reason for that is because you can't make a deal that would betray the Syndicate in front of a witness. They won't do that because the Syndicate will, do bad stuff to them. So you have to execute them or interrogate them, imprison them, basically. Why do you execute? It gives them a rank. So what the full implications of that are, not yet sure. It seems like giving them ranks will give them items, but that's in terms of making them more difficult, so they'll become more dangerous. It moves them up the chart. So if someone has something you want, like, let's say I really want Elder Scarabs off Corel Goya, I'm thinking, this is my theory, that giving them extra ranks can get them closer to being a leader of this safe house. And then eventually you could have them like betray each other, and then Corel will take over the intervention from whoever's in there now. And then that way you can take advantage of their items. Because if they're in the safe house, you can get their items off them. Pretty sure that's how it works. It's my current theory, at least. So I think the idea behind ranking them up is to push them up and then eventually maneuver them into a spot where you can get their rewards. Oh, you got a Harbinger Orb? 3 Harbinger Orbs? What the fuck? You got 3 Harbinger Orbs? Holy shit. That's insane. I can't get around there. Surely I can get through there. Nailed it!
I got a fair whipping for what you made me do last time. And for that, Exile, I aim to misbehave.
Villainous scoundrel.
Aim to
Slink back to the
misbehave.
seas, Brine Knight.
Oh, are you gonna make me turn traitor again? Because I will.
I thought I got rid of you, Riker. Pretty sure I got rid of you, mate. You need to come back.
All part of the
RNG, maybe.
grand game.
I like Maloney, okay, don't get me wrong. But did you ever have a mate who you could tell was just...
Be careful where you step from now on, traitor.
Apparently,
One
I just
trap
removed him
is
again,
all it
but
takes.
I don't know if it actually worked, or maybe it's just like it removed him and then it like from a pool of people it brought someone back, but maybe he was the only choice or the random choice that occurred. I don't know. On your brand build, what ascendancy point would you recommend first? From memory, probably the brand one would be pretty nice, actually,
I think it likes me.
for leveling. Usually want something that's just going to give you kind of like a bit of extra power for leveling speed. I think that'd be fun. I did get rid of Chimeria, if I recall, yeah. Because he was kind of nasty. He was messing me up a little bit. Over the chouse. Oh, I want to check in there. Gonna make sure we don't miss Deshret. It's a pain in the ass to come back for if we do. And I may have missed Deshret over there. Oh, no, here she is. Sweet. That rescuing Deshret gets you a passive.
In this place. I can
Not
feel
something you want to miss. Can be easy to miss though. Whoa! Ouch! Damn, man. What up? More AoE nodes, yeah. Ooh, here we go. Here's Niko's Sulfite. Sulfite 1, Sulfite 2. Looks like there's 3 deposits in here somewhere.
Another goodbye.
How about that? Multiple sulfites in the one zone. Ugh. Love it.
when I'm ready and not before.
I got a
finally,
fair whipping
a
for what
brawl.
you made me do last time. And for that, Exile, I aim to miss.
Pretty sure you've said this before.
No more timeouts. Please.
Oh, are you gonna make me turn traitor again?
That's fine.
Because I will.
Got the will.
Just do it, you git.
Yeah, get. I'm gonna execute Goff, I think. What's Leo got going on? Nothing, apparently.
Always hope.
Or we don't know what he's doing yet.
Just do it.
I'm gonna execute
you
Goff.
git.
Death is what separates the wolves from the pups.
Now, what can you offer
should
me,
have given them the
Leo?
red
Some
man
intelligence?
treatment. Make a statement. So what do you want from me?
Yeah, give me some more intelligence.
You're a smart one, Exile.
What do you think of 50% more people at launch and about K?
50% more people is insane. Like, if that's just straight up 50% more people than last launch, that is a huge increase in metrics. Like, I think you'd be pretty happy with like a 10 to 20% increase, right? That's like solid growth to be showing. Like, if you're doing 10 to 20% expansion after expansion, that's very good. Like, that's crazy good. 50% is nuts. Like, that's craziness. And it's like honestly surprising, like that, because Chris was saying that their analytics were pointing to 50% more people, but he specifically noted that like you don't know, right? Like you don't know if that's actually going to pan out like that. It's like basically our stats say that 50% more people are reading about Path of Exile. You know, does that translate? There's really no way of saying. So you kind of have to gamble on extra server capacity, but. Actually happened. Absolutely nuts.
Don't be frightened, little mountain.
And I think it's a
It'll all
good
be
league
over
for it
soon.
too. Like, if this is a lot of people's first time trying out Path of Exile, that's amazing because I think this is going to be a good league for it. Potentially, like, the league mechanic might be pretty confusing to new players, but just the overall game in terms of all the stuff they have available. Also, like, I like the way they drip feed the masters through to you. So you got Einhar in Act 2, you're picking up the Niko and starting, like, learning about delves once you get to Act 5, and then Act 7 is where you start getting incursions. Like, that's a really nice kind of pacing, I think, of giving you cool stuff to discover and engage in as you're going. Crazy good. So, really, really cool. Cleunkis, thank you very much for the sub. Appreciate the support. Looks like we've got another hideout here. Excavated hideout. This is a new one I don't have.
This seems like a good area to build a hideout.
It's filled with monsters. Murder them. Murder them so we can steal their home. Rah. There we go. Hideout unlocked. Actually kind of like this. It's cute. Cute in like a kind of a gross way, but kind of cute.
Curious.
I'm gonna go the skull. I'm gonna do the ossuary one though, probably. I think I'll make an ossuary skull throne. A skeletal hideout. I think that's gonna be my jam. So we definitely want to like stand right on top of bosses now, or pretty close to them. The nearby radius is like something like that, I think. For the -20 cold res, which is pretty good. Cute? Question mark. Are they like little crystals sticking out of the walls and stuff? I think that's kind of cute. In a hideous sort of way. More of like the original definition of cute, right? Like, interesting to look at. Cute, ugly but English, interesting to look at. Elemental resistance is rank 2, just next to the waypoint here. So hard to miss, but definitely make sure you don't miss it. What's our resist look like? Fire and cold. Which one you do first, usually decide based on which is your highest resist. If you got higher fire resist, do Calms. If you got higher cold resist, do Duresso. That's the simplest way of deciding which way to go first. And not a bad
So this
way to
is
go
what
about
the
it.
inside of a Karui king's head looks like. I hope they're not all like this.
I always do Calms, much easier for me. I think that, like, some people find one easier than the other. Oh, lab. We have a couple things called lab now, don't we? I find Calm pretty easy, but the stuff in the lead up to Calm, some of the stuff in his zone is pretty dangerous.
I'll kill you to death.
That's right. I've been positioning Hillock as... I'm trying to position him as leader of the research. He's like, you're not meant to see this.
Such is my disdain for you that I came
When I'm
down
ready,
here.
and not before.
Janus Parandus is helping out Hillock. Best friends.
My head still hurts.
Oof. Janus has some fancy attacks.
You win. Let's parlay.
Parlay.
Hate myself. Hate the Syndicate. Rather be dead.
It's so sad sounding. Hillock, all I can do when he says that is execute him, plus it'll rank him up. Rank 3 Hillock becomes Sergeant, I think. Of Hillock, I will give you a noble death, you glorious specimen, you.
Yuck. Ugh. Damn, I got some on me.
Janus, Jesus. Oh god, there's some funny moments
That was
here.
vivid. I see you're not one to bluff. Well, I'm not one to gamble. Okay, that's a lie. I love gambling, but not with my life. So go on. What are you after?
I'm gonna put you in prison, mate. Give me some information.
What? Not even going to try to make...
Nope. Bye. Bye. Calm zones are too long, but I think so. Yeah, especially because they all look the same. Duresso's zone doesn't feel as like grindy because
The voice acting this league
it's
is
split
so
up in a few
freaking outstanding.
steps.
It's so awesome.
Yeah, yeah. I'm already falling in love with some of the characters. I actually like love-hate Riker as well. He's got that like breathing through a Vox grill kind of sound effect thing going on in his voice, and he's actually kind of terrifying. I love it. Oh, but the gels. What is focus from? The thing I have that gives focus right now is my chest armor. Recover 25% of mana and energy shield when you focus. Pretty good. Gotta just remember to use it though. Chaos Orbs, is this game gold? Yeah, I like it. I like the choice of that for the Chaos Orbs. The sound effect is good.
Any idea if I can just leave a syndicate member behind if I don't want to interrogate or bargain? Cause as Gravius is now, he gives something really good. Bargain would move him to fortification and he'd lose the good thing.
I see. I guess so. I mean, I guess there's no reason you can't just leave the zone and do nothing. Try it. Report back if anything unexpected happens, but I would presume you could just leave the zone and do nothing, yeah. I was just thinking, like, is there any reason you might not want to? But I guess if both options were going to move them in some way, either like de-rank them or put them somewhere else, then potentially that could screw you. So if you've got everything just right, the porridge is just the right temperature. You don't want to put it in the fridge or the oven, right? It'll be, just leave it where it is. Yeah, I've got 3 chaos pretty recently, just as drops. It's kind of nice while leveling. Just getting a few random chaos while leveling is kind of a big deal for potentially picking up like a solid early endgame item. Or a nice leveling unique. Or an early tubular rasa. What are they costing so far? Where's my trade? Where are you? Tabuli. What's Tabula Rasa costing at the moment? 14, 16 seem more likely. A little
When
pricey
I'm
at
ready,
this point.
and not before.
Do you have a link to the D2 sound filter? No, I probably should like save that link somewhere for people. Sathariel has it. Sathariel's pretty active in chat, so he might be able to help you out. Whoa.
Incinerating you will be
Coral's
as
right
easy
in my
as
ear, I swear.
snapping my fingers.
Spooky Coral.
Oops.
That sounded like it was
clumsy
coming
me.
from my right ear. It's like he was whispering in my ear.
Extinguished. You don't want to kill me. You want intelligence
Intervention.
about this job, am I right?
I do. Give me some intervention intelligence, mate.
Good. Now listen closely.
Tell me. Damn it. Didn't tell me anything. Tell me IRL. I think I can do that. It's probably unnecessary. Just because I'm like alternating between using either a Quicksilver or Flame Dash anyway. Reaper's Pursuit. Is that a useful leveling item? Calling Strike, it can't be evaded. It's not amazing damage for leveling.
I just removed Varisi as
Oh, that's
intervention captain after a failed assassination on Milan.
I just removed Varici as intervention captain after a failed assassination on me. Nice. I feel like there's a certain justice about that, isn't there?
Join your ancestors.
Not on my watch, mate. Ah. Almost did. Nope, not gonna happen, bud.
Now that's what you
Damn.
get for losing your temper.
Really good.
Calm.
He gave himself the
Deshret
condition
has
that he had to keep the
ascended
player
and
at low
returned,
health for
as
20
we all
seconds.
must.
Verici playing out has to do his own missions now, and he's realizing the problems that we had with them. Ooh, whoa, that's a crazy good one for this level. What? 45 cold damage plus spell damage plus flat cold dispels, mana and mana regen. That's an insane wand.
I'm watching you.
That's like a usable endgame one for like day one. Plus, we can probably mastercraft that thing. Fizz damage converted to Cole's gloves. 1+ level socketed melee gems. Melee weapon and unarmed attack range. Fizz damage reduction while focused. Nice. Pretty neat that you can get like conversion just on rare gloves now. Rusted Perandus. 2 additional Perandus chests. I wonder if they give a chance to see Perandus himself though. It doesn't say that. Usually it says that if that's the case. What can I put on here? Only a suffix. Wait, I can just put extra cold damage on there? How? Guess it doesn't care about the fact that there's already cold damage on there? What? Wonder if I prefer cast speed though. Well, on one hand, I can't afford the cast speed. Double local. Damn, man. Well, I'm gonna do that. Yoink. Alright, that one's definitely worth replacing a +1 one for. But what one? Probably just the Vortex one. I think that can handle dropping a level. Let's have a look. Cold damage over time on Cold Snap is 795. 959. Oof. Spicy.
Cool
Spicy
wins.
as. Zeretius, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime sub, mate. Pretty damn nice wand drop. Crazy good.
What do you want?
It's not often one like that drops. Okie dokie, we have a 36 flask now. We can get Sacred Flask. Good flask base. Want to do some upgrades as we can. Let's just replace that one for now. I better pick up some scrolls. Stash this stuff. And this can go in the 1C tab.
What do you want?
It's not very good, probably won't sell.
I'm watching you.
Alright. Off we go. What are we up to? Other side. Whoa! I might have underpriced Reaper's Pursuit, guys. Incoming spam. Guess I should have checked the price on that one. Oh, it's only like 2C anyway. Yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna like go change the price over 1 chaos. Oh, I guess it's probably closer to 3C, but that's fine. Probably could have got 2C for it. Not a big deal at this point. Sell the item. Like the advice we're talking about on the podcast. Sell the item. Come to my hideout, friendo. My ho. He left! Well, this guy gets it then. You missed your chance. You put Deerstalkers up for a C? Oh yeah, no, Deerstalkers are a very, very popular day 1 item. Great trapper item. Doo-doo-doo. Thanks for the 1C, Moit. Yay. Second trade. First sale of the league.
Salah. Warm nights.
And I scammed myself. We tried Arctic Breath. Not recently. I did when I first got it. It was not very good when I first got it. I think compared to like just say using Cold Snap and Vortex, it's not very good. Yeah, I'll take it for a spin. We'll have a look. But yeah, I mean the cold dot on it is just simply like half of Cold Snaps. It's quite low.
I am the Rezo,
674. I mean, it's probably enough to kill monsters just fine, but it's a bit slow too. That's another problem with it.
Killing rabid dogs and wild boars.
I can like slowly.
In this.
Fucking Duraso, man. He doesn't shut up.
And for that.
Okay.
Here to play politics again, Exile.
When I'm ready and not before.
What? But I can't get through there.
Cannot lose this
What? No, I
cargo.
can't get through there. It's not fair. It's not fair. I can't get through there. Not fair. What a scam. I gotta catch up. And before it goes to another one. Oh god, it's going into another one! Quickly, kill him!
Don't.
Where are your
Lock me
first
in.
Oh, we got him.
now as a mite?
That's pretty funny. It's actually pretty funny. Yeah, I think Arctic Breath is pretty serviceable. I think Cold Snap's better. Plus, I got a Valk Cold Snap as well. Even more reason to use it. Once you get cast when damage taken, you can have like a cast when damage taken Cold Snap for utility with Bone Chill, and then use Arctic Breath. I'll test it a lot more at endgame.
There's only one fate for the weak, Exile.
Already max rank,
I
no
am
effect.
no exception.
Thane Jorgen is max rank. Ah, carrying talismans on pilgrimage. I like Thane. He seems like a cool dude. So he gives 7 intelligence per turn now that he's... So the rank definitely has a big impact on how much intelligence they're giving you. Like 7 is way more than the other low-level dudes give you. Makes sense, you know. If you interrogate a captain, you're going to get some good info. He'll lose the rank of captaincy, though. He's only got talismans. It's not a big deal. What has Haku got going on for him?
I choose
Nothing.
an honorable death.
Haku moves to transportation. Transportation intelligence. Sure, Haku, you can die. I want to see what Jorgen offers us.
Deserve death. I've seen your strength.
He moves to
Take
fortification.
from me what you will.
Ruff moves to transportation. I'm just going to interrogate him. That's like so much intelligence. I'll take it.
I wonder how
Even if
much
he
I'm
loses a rank.
worth.
I think I'm essentially trading a rank for a bunch of intelligence. No, there's no guides on how Syndicate works beyond like, I did like an overview of the mechanics. Video, if you go back 3 videos on my channel. Also. That gives an overview of like the basics of how it works, but the like nuanced stuff and slash what I would call a guide, that'll need a lot more testing before we can do something like that. Can't do a guide until we, know all the details, or at least a good amount of it. I mean, maybe by the end of today, I might be able to be like, here's some things I've learned. Guide for YouTube or something. Sick dead end.
When I'm ready and not before.
Research kicks in a bit later. I've seen less of them, yeah. It probably evens out later, and intervention happens a lot more later on.
Starting consecrated path, dancing dervish, facebreakers, herald of purity. So far going great. Got a badly rolled facebreaker for 2 ank.
Your league starter is consecrated path, dancing dervish, facebreakers, herald of purity. Dude, good choice. I like it.
We're simply
Super fun.
Let us see how you fare in the grand arena of the
Thanks for the biddies as well, mate.
Welcome to the grand arena of Hideouts.
Bloody Duresso, man. His lines. He's so verbose. Oh my god. Duresso, man. Yeah. End my suffering, Duresso. Wish he betrayed us so we could... wish the Syndicate revived him so I could kill him again and again. Yeah, you might get some interventions early-ish, but I think you'll get a lot more later on. They ramp up their activities based on how much of a threat you're presenting to the Syndicate, I guess. My dude, what's that damage? I think the cult damage over time stuff's going to be pretty good, man. Oh, kind of want the dialogue on, though, for when... It gives me a warning when they appear. I didn't realize this guy was here.
Doom is certain.
A red blade sullies its pride by relying on numbers.
By the bargainer?
It's Gravicious. Thanks for the subs.
Like the
Corel,
phoenix, I
Elders.
will rise once more.
I'm going to execute Corel. We want him to rank up. He's got physical reduction, consumes corpses
Death
for
is
life.
simply the way of this land.
He's going to be
Get
tanky.
made your show of force, savage. I submit and entreat you to bargain in exchange for my life.
I can literally just tell him to leave the syndicate. Go away, Gravicious. No, give me 3 Give me 3 intelligence for intervention.
I will enjoy watching you break, Gravicious.
Bleed removal, nice. That's a very good one to have. Good mana flask too. Reasonable mana flask mod.
Just wanted to mention that you can use specters for easy frenzy charge generation and minion damage to scale both your hit and dot damage.
Spectres for easy frenzy charge generation and minion damage to scale both your hit and dot damage. I think the minion stuff presents a lot of cool opportunities like that just for using some supplementary support stuff. And there is definitely some specters that can do that. Problem is just specters tend to die too much if you don't have investment into their survivability. And the survivability nodes don't typically have damage on them, so it's not worth getting. So that can be the problem later on. So that it could be a little annoying if they're dying all the time.
A battle worthy of song.
The previous King of Swords.
For myself personally, Cold Snap gives me frenzy charge generation, so I'm all good there.
When I'm ready and not before.
I don't need to spam Cold Snap with this build. It's a dot build, so there's no it doesn't overlap anyway. There's not much reason to spam it. Too bad he has phases, so got him down to 40% life before he even did his first phase. The rest are getting moited. He's getting moited.
Yield.
Poor Duresso.
I'm sorry to have to break this to you, Duresso.
Huh.
But she's
Low
not
level.
real.
Oh, she didn't. She didn't. Oh dear. I mean, I've had the dialogue turned off or down too low for so long. I don't know, maybe it's been a while since I played a witch. I don't even remember that line. Holy shit. Caught me by surprise. That's savage. Savage. Oh my god. It's new? I was gonna say I didn't recognize it. I wasn't sure if I just hadn't heard it in a while or what. They might have redid some of their lines. Oh my god, brutal. Absolutely brutal. Savage wrecked. Yeah, the witch does have some pretty top tier dialogue.
See ya.
She's kind of cold, and at the same time she has no chill. As we were talking about earlier. Cold and no chill. Go figure. We get new supports now, in addition to forgetting to get my passive from earlier, from doing rescuing Deshret. Bone Chill support is available after you do both of those bosses. Over
Act
here.
with care.
Or at the other one, I don't know. Oh, I think I have to go turn it in the gems first. For now, we can just get like a lightning golem. Not that I can equip it anywhere.
Act with care.
What did the witch say? I missed it. When she killed Duressa, she said, "Oh, didn't say it here. That's a shame." It says, "I hate to break this to you, Duresso, but she's not real." She actually like whispered. It was so good, referring to his. There's basically like a love story between him and Merveil. He gave Merveil the Star of Rayclast, a necklace, as a gift, and she turned into a monster from it. It turned her into a monster because it was cursed. And then he, now he fights. He fights in the arena, but he still kind of fights for her in his mind.
What can we do for you?
It's quite the story, actually. It's quite a bit of
Be
quite a bit of
careful.
lore there.
I will see you again.
He's waifu. He's fish waifu. Can I get like just a blue socket somewhere, yo? Why do you do this to me, game? What's your problem? All right. I could do with some like, more like linked sockets, to be honest, but this will do for the moment, I guess. How much does Malkai's Artifice cost? Oh, I could afford one. Probably want one with decent-ish rolls. That's not too bad. That's a little better, though. Would be kind of nice to get a Malakai's Artifice going with Lightning Golem, actually. Boop. I'll buy one. Ironic that Ziggy has to buy his own ring. Man, it took forever to drop for me for the first one. Like, after it released, I don't know, it took like over a year for it to drop for me.
Destroying Syndicate members' items?
As far as I know, that being the key phrase there, as far as I know, the items only make them more challenging. So the items are literally like a reward they get to make them more lethal. That'll give me 98 lightning res. How my other resists look? Fine. This ring will sell, by the way. Might be a bit weird because of the crafter mod, but it'll probably sell. Yeah, no, Riker was messing me up earlier too. Riker is scary. Yes, watch out for Riker. Pretty solid death. I think we're going to see a lot of those. Oh. I've had one so far, haven't I? Yeah. What was it two, though? I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it was to some Syndicate members. I think they're going to get most of the kills. Hey, folks. Riker here. Murdering exiles. Alright, I'll be right back. No, I'll just go back afterwards. No, let's do it now. Let's do it now. Give me the gems. Pretty sure we get the gems here now. Susanoo, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime sub.
No love.
Thank you.
For Diala.
Oh, Diala. Bone Chill, this is the new one. On the podcast, I was saying that this only affects cold damage over time. I was wrong. It does affect hits. The second or the third line, enemies chilled by supported skills have cold damage taken increased by chill effect. So the chill effect that is applied onto the enemy increases the cold damage hits that they take. And then there's just like a regular, a set in stone 10% increased cold damage taken over time as long as they are chilled. So that's just on off, but the second one scales based on your chill effect. So it is even better than I thought. Pretty nice. What am I going to link it to? I could just do it to Vortex. I think Vortex might be pretty reasonable. Something that you could really do is have like a cold snap custom damage taken with Bone Chill. I think would be pretty nice. Or you could even, like, if you were using cold snap as a main skill, you could just have like Arctic Breath custom damage taken with Bone Chill or something.
Boggers
it wouldn't be as
helped
good.
me with Daresso feels good, man.
You have it linked to Arctic Armor? It's not a bad idea as well. Or like just for running on top of the boss. I think I'll just use it with Vortex. I won't be losing much damage from the controlled destruction. And it'll amp my cold snap damage up, so I think that's fine. Einhar helped me with Duresso. Einhar actually does some sick damage. If you've got him, like, feel free to take him into a fight with you. He actually does some work. Some of his skills seem to shred enemies.
It's not every day you get to walk into a living, breathing nightmare.
Did Hinakora reject you, Karui?
And not before.
Calm down, Haku.
Ancestors.
Oh yeah, damage is looking pretty good.
Again. Enough blood has been shed today, warrior. Put down your weapon, and
Remove
I will
all
offer
rivalries
you
in the
an
Immortal
opportunity.
Syndicate. Oh. We can stop people from being enemies. I wonder if there's any advantages
Enough
to
blood
rivals,
has
though.
been shed today, warrior. Put down your weapon, and I will offer you an opportunity.
There is
He's
one.
gonna make everyone be friends. Yay, or not enemies.
Choice indeed.
Thought I'd give it a try. Though I don't know, maybe that limits my chances of figuring out what them being enemies does. I don't know what them being rivals does. Maybe maybe rivals is just a straight up negative in that it limits their opportunities to work together, which means you can't kind of take advantage of situations where they do work together. Quality of socketed items, chaos damage and chaos skills effect duration, and 7% cold damage over time multiplier. That's not bad. I don't think this beats me just using a +1 on my cold snap for now, though. That's right, I forgot about that. Arctic Armor does have like a little slow reflect when hit. But the way Bone Chill works, I think it only works while they're being chilled, and that duration is really slow. So, yeah. I think, sorry, it's really short. Like, it's like 0.75 seconds or something chill. I don't know, it's like less than a second from memory. So it's a pretty short duration chill, the reflected chill from Arctic Armor. But the ground chill is reliable. I think ground chill is not like a really high chill though. Like it's a 10% or something from memory. Don't quote me on the actual numbers. But what that means is that it won't amplify the hit damage that much, only by that much. Whereas if it was a chill from a big hit with like chill effect multiplier, then that would be a little more impactful on being an amplifier for hit damage taken. 0.5 seconds on the Arctic Armor Reflect chill, yeah. I saw a thing over here, a Syndicate thing. Probably up this way. You found some 699% face breakers? Not even perfect.
When I'm ready, and not before.
Throw them on the ground.
Encounter will end very differently this time, Exile.
You reckon?
Stick together. What a ruckus.
Oh, he's got some friends.
I don't want to be caged again.
Even better with a
Dude,
weapon
we are savaging him now.
than with words. Back in my arena master days,
2 ranks to
learned
Leo.
the
Jorgen
power of
loses all ranks.
prestige
Leo Jorgen becomes
to
rival.
rise in the eyes of the crowd.
Nope.
Huh. You say
No
prison
ranks for you,
cell.
Leo.
I hear
Been soundly
holiday.
defeated. I'm man enough to admit that.
Oh,
Might
Jorgen's
not
gonna lose
come
all his
along
ranks. That's fine.
But
He's giving me a shitload of intelligence, though. Alright, we're full. If you're full,
you can
just
starve the beast, but you will not
be
break
aware that
it.
you can't put anyone else in there without removing someone else. So, you want to wait till some spaces empty up. Unless you're happy for someone to be removed. He's got 26 quality armor from a Taurus safe house. Ah. I think I've seen some, what are they called? Veiled mods that are like some stat plus extra quality on the item. This is a buff for ES builds. But it does occupy an affix slot, so that's worth considering. Yeah, all the different sources of cold damage over time, like ground effects, stack. So I can stack Vortex and Cold Snap and Arctic Breath and even Val Cold Snap, I'm pretty sure stacks with all of them too. They're all different and they all
Be
apply to the
happy
enemy.
for me, sister. It's not often we get to erase our failures.
See ya.
Our mistakes
As you can see, the
can
damage
be
is
our
looking pretty
greatest
good.
achievements.
Mm-hmm. Crafting recipe just after DJ Piesto. Chaos damage, rank 1. So that's in Belly of the Beast. Could be handy if you're playing like an Essence Drain build or something. The 26 quality was just a straight add to the item, no affix needed. Oh, so it's a different thing. You just found a quality item.
I like surprises.
Nice. I'll grab that. Alright, there's a thing down there, but we'll go back that way anyway. There's always one for this little mission here. There's 3 bosses, and there's always 1 off to the right and 2 off to the left.
You will make
So if you find 1 on the right, there's no point in looking over the rest of the area though.
Beauty shall prevail.
And not before.
Shav, you can't move out of my cold area of effect, you jerk. So once you kill 1 on the right side, you just portal out if you've grabbed the waypoint, which is wise. And you can just take the waypoint to the left side and grab the other 2 bosses.
I stayed true to my word, Exile. Did you?
Where'd you go? What? Wait, what, were they right next to the exit? That hardly seems fair. Oh, I guess you can't always be lucky when you're hitting transportation convoys. What the hell, man? That does not seem fair at all. Oh, I gotta cast my lightning golem. It's not. I'm not using Malachi's artifice if my lightning golem isn't active. All right, so I'm using Malachi's artifice, which has been unnerfed.
We just have to have some standards.
AKA buffed. And by putting Lightning Golem in it, the Lightning Golem will hit enemies, dealing lightning damage to them, which will apply Elemental Equilibrium, which in turn lowers their cold and fire resistance, because it's being hit with lightning damage. So my little old Lightning Golem there is lowering everything's cold resistance, which is relevant to my interests. Not gonna make a big difference on clearing, but I don't really need that extra damage on clearing, but it will savage bosses, so just amping up the boss damage even more.
Dissection time. I could have made you into a wonder.
I hate
pretty
to
good.
be critical, but I've seen better.
Safe House Raid Incorporated. Will report back after loots.
Oh, nice, nice. I think the safe house loot is heavily going to depend on who you actually have in there, like maybe what rank they are, and other things that you've manipulated. I think it could be like a big difference in what sort of loot you'll get from them, because it seems like the loot is entirely dependent on that. Which way do I want to go now? I think we'll probably want to get a little bit more of our traveling done. Yeah. Let's go off to the right. I could just pick up damage nodes. Nah, I'll do a little bit more traveling. I think we're like pretty sturdy right now, so now's a good chance to do some traveling. Minions don't apply EE normally, but I'm using Malachi's Artifice with a golem in it. So specifically this is unique. It's giving it to my golem.
Now, Exile!
And not before.
Kill me!
Damn.
Now, Exile!
Dude. All right. If you're not familiar with it, here it is. It's a keystone on the tree. Minus 50 resistance.
For trying to be a...
Like, that's actually huge.
Let us see if you truly understand what it means to be Nightmare. Nightmare is the true Eternal. Accept the gift of immortality.
How much resistance stripping are we getting now? I'll have to add it up after this fight. Ooh-wee, buddy.
Are you so in love with death?
God damn, pretty good. Pretty good. So what do we got total? This lowers their cold resist by 25. So plus elemental equilibrium effect from the golem is 75. Plus minus 20 from this. So 95 reduced cold resist.
Now the two of you can get better acquainted. It's really not so bad once you get to know it.
Not bad. And I'm not even using Frostbite yet. Frostbite is a varying amount depending on the enemy, but potentially a bit more. Up to minus 30 additional from that. Seems very good. Oh, this is going better than I expected for leveling. I'm pretty happy with this so far. Build-wise,
be careful.
I was expecting it to be a little awkwarder early on, but no, I'm feeling pretty solid. Like, there was only like Act 1 and 2 were kind of slow. They were kind of slow, but nothing really super unusual. Duration and poison removal. That seems fine. People definitely buy some flasks early on, and like well-rolled flasks, seething of staunching flasks on decent bases and stuff like that. Will actually sell for quite a few chaos. Don't underestimate how much flasks can be worth.
Anything you need, just ask.
Yes, very nice, very nice. I don't think I'm going to use that one, but I have that mod unlocked now, so I can craft it myself. So I could replace this craft potentially with it, assuming it's also a suffix. I think it was. It should be better than, you know, sub-percent multiplier would be better than 12% cold damage increased. And eventually be able to craft another one and replace that one probably.